Hi, everybody. Welcome to your recovery workout. So today we're going to be focusing on mobility, which really means we're going to be trying to work through a natural range of motion for each of the joints. So as we're doing this, I don't want you to think about what your range should be and try to crank yourself into a certain position because you think that's where it should be. I want it to be your natural range, pain-free, without discomfort. And I will talk you through it. So if you're not going to the floor, you can hang out for a couple seconds. We're not going to be here long, but if you're going to the floor, then we're going to start on our mats. We're going to lay down face up, and we're just going to do a few breaths here. So I want you to place your fingertips on each of your hip bones, and I want you to start thinking about the space that exists between your lower back and the mat. As you take a nice deep inhale, you'll feel that space get a little bit bigger theoretically, and your rib cage will come up. And then as you exhale, comes back down. And this time, we're going to take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, I want you to flatten your lower back onto the mat. So you should feel your pelvis tilt just slightly. So you should feel the deeper core muscles activate here. Let's do it again. Inhale, rib cage comes up. Exhale, flatten the lower back onto the mat. One more time. Let's inhale and exhale. Now I want you to keep this activation in the deeper core muscles, but I want you to keep breathing. So now I want you to keep your hands on your hip bones. You're going to bring your right foot straight up in the air. Now I'm going to have you lower your leg towards the floor, but we're not going to go all the way. So I want you to slowly lower that straight leg all the way down. You should feel the core activate slightly. Keep the fingertips on the hips so that the hips stay on the floor, and then slowly come back up. Now, as you're coming up, I want you to bring your leg as far as you can without pain until you feel a hamstring stretch. We're not pulling on the leg. We're just letting the leg come up through that natural range. So as you go down, the core activates. As you come up, we're going to bring that leg into a stretch through the hamstrings or the back of the leg. And we're going to do this 2 more times, nice and slow. And we're going to do one more here. And then as you come up, I want you to come through that natural range, and then we're just going to gently grab onto the back of the leg. So I want you to let the knee come towards your shoulders. So from this position, now we're going to extend the leg and bend and extend and bend. And you may not get it all the way straight, and that's okay. We're just intensifying this stretch just a little bit. All right, we're going to do 2 more and 1 more. Now I want you to hold back, and we don't want to feel any discomfort. We just want to feel a little stretch. Now I just want you to pull your toe towards the floor and then point it away from you. So now we're working through the ankle. Okay, 1 more. And now I just want you to do a circle through the ankle, and you can let up on the leg a little bit. And we want to think about getting through every angle of that joint. So take it nice and slow. Shouldn't be fast by any means. And from here, let's put that foot to the floor. Let's do the other side. So hands are going back to your hip bones. We're going to straighten that left leg now. Okay, so I want you to maintain that connection from your lower back to the floor. All right, we're going to slowly bring the leg up until you feel a stretch through the back of the leg. And then nice and slow lower. We hover the heel just above the floor and then come back into that stretch. The idea is you want to try to get a little bit farther into the stretch every time, nice and slow. All right, let's do 2 more. 1 more. Now, this time we are going to grab onto the back of the thigh. Okay, pull the knee toward, so you're kind of releasing that hamstring stretch. Pull the knee towards the shoulder. Now we're going to try to straighten and bend. A little bit deeper stretch here. We're going up into the glutes a little bit on this one. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. All right, now we're going to hold here. You can let up on the leg just a little bit, and you're just going to pull the toe towards the floor, point it away, pull down. Good. 1 more here, and then we're going to go into ankle circles, nice and slow. Switch directions and rest. Let's bring that foot to the floor. All right, now we're going to bring your hands down by your sides. I want you to bring your feet and your knees wide, so almost like wider than the mat. And then we're gently going to let both of your knees fall to the right. You should feel an opening through that left front of the hip flexor. And then you're going to come over to the left, and you can bring your arms out to the side, get them out of the way. So we're going to go all the way to the right. Don't force it. Just let them fall where they fall. They may not reach the floor, and that's okay. We're going to do 1 more. Now, as we go to the other side, I just want you to stay here for 1 breath. And then go to the other side. 1 breath here. And then bring those knees up. We're going to bring the feet together. I want you to bring your knees in towards your chest. We're just going to make a couple of circles through the lower back and switch directions. And then we're going to rock up to a seated position. So we're just going to come to a comfortable cross-legged position. And we're going to sit up nice and tall. So I want you to think about crown of your head is being pulled by a little string up towards the ceiling. So nice and tall posture. At the same time, you want your shoulders to be away from the ears so we're not activating the neck muscles. So one thing I like to do just to make sure that we're doing that is I want you to bring your right shoulder up towards your ear, like overemphasize shrugging it up. And then I want you to overemphasize bringing it down. See how much farther down mine went? Let's do that on the other side. Shrug up and then slowly all the way down. So now we have nice set stable shoulders. We're going to bring your right hand to the floor. I want you to reach through your left fingertips and inhale, and then exhale over to the side. Now, as you're doing this, we're going to keep going side to side here. So you're going to inhale and reach, but without lifting the shoulder, right? And then you're going to come over to the other side. I want you to think about your sits bones, which are the bones that are just underneath your glute cheeks or your butt cheeks. We want to keep those grounded to the floor on both sides, no matter which way you're stretching, right? So that'll intensify the stretch just a little bit. And now we're going to come back to center. Again, let's reset, sit up nice and tall. We're going to go into a seated twist, but without using our hands. So I don't want you to crank yourself into the twist. We're going to use the abdominals to get into the twist. So inhale here and then exhale. We're going to look over your right shoulder. I want you to pull the chin towards that shoulder and then come back to the center. And we're going to do the other side. So inhale and lengthen, exhale, twist over to the left. Your hands can gently guide you, but again, you're thinking about the abdominals getting you into the twist. One more time on each side. Lengthen, exhale, twist. And last time, inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. And let's come back to center. We're going to reset here. Now we're just going to work through the neck a little bit. So I want you to draw your ear towards your right shoulder and left and right and left. And one more time. Very good. Okay, so we're going back to the right. I want you to hold here, and I want you to look up slightly. You should feel that shift just a little bit, and then you're going to point your left fingertips out to the side. So reach your arm as long as you can without moving it. So you should feel that stretch to the front of the arm. And let's go to the other side. Head goes towards the ear. Reach through the fingertips on the opposite side. And back to center. All right, so now we're going to flip over to hands and knees. So if you're using a chair, you can just put your hands on the chair. Either way, we want our hips right underneath, right over our knees. We want our hands directly below our shoulders. All right, so we're going to do a cat-cow stretch, which is just working through the spine. So I want you to inhale and look up. And as you do this, navel is falling towards the floor. And then you're going to exhale, make your arms really long, round your back, tuck your chin, and look down. And then again, look up, inhale. Exhale down. Inhale, look up. Exhale down. And one more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale down. And we're going to come back to neutral. We're going to bring your right fingertips behind your right ear. So we're not pulling down on the head, just bringing the arm up. You're going to press into your left arm. You're going to open to the side nice and slow. Try to get that elbow as high as you can. So we're squeezing through the back of the shoulder, opening through the front of the shoulder and the chest. Let's do that again. Inhale, come up. Exhale down. Now see on this last one, if you can get a little bit higher with that elbow. And back to starting. Let's do the other side. Left fingertips behind the ear. Inhale, elbow comes up. Exhale down. And again, inhale up. And exhale down. And last one, inhale up. Exhale down. All right, we're going to come back to neutral and reset. Okay, we're going to bring your right foot up behind. You're going to kind of kick it up towards the ceiling. So you're squeezing through that bigger glute muscle. So right through here, you want to do a big squeeze that opens up through the hip. Now we're going to bring the knee towards the elbow. You're going to circle out to the side. You're going to kind of lean into it because I want you to get every angle of that hip joint. And we're going to do that again. So bring it all the way towards the elbow and all the way out and around. We're going to do one more. And we're going to reset. Anytime you need to take a break and get off the wrist for a second, feel free. Now what we're going to do is we're going to reverse it. So glute squeeze up first, out to the side, back down to the elbow, and repeat. And one more. Very good. Let's switch sides. All right, we're going to kick that glute up first, but then we're going to bring the knee towards the elbow, out and around, and repeat. And one more. And now we're going to kick the glute or kick the heel up, out and around. 2 more times, every angle of that hip joint. And last time. And rest. All right, we're going to go into a child's pose. So I want you to bring your knees wide and toes together. And you're going to sit back onto your heels and reach your fingertips forward. If you're using a chair, just put your hands on the back of the chair and let your head drop. This should be a nice stretch through the shoulders, through the armpits. And we're just taking a couple of breaths here. And if you're on the floor, you're going to make your way up to standing. And we're just going to come into a neutral stance here. All right, we're going to start, or we're going to end with 3 deep breaths, but we're going to do a little bit of a variation here. So I want you to inhale and reach up. I want you to make your arms as long as possible as you do this. Now at the top, think about your shoulders, right? We want them away from the ears. All right, we're going to lean over gently to the side, and then we're going to go to the other side. We're coming back to center. We're going to exhale down. Very good. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale and reach, shoulders down, over to the right, over to the left, back to center, and down. All right, last one here. Inhale and reach, shoulders down, over to the right, over to the left, back to center, and exhale down. All right, we are done for today. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day.